11 days. That is how long it took for my wife to go from the teacher everyone requested to a name people would not say out loud. Laura had taught senior English at the same school for 9 years. In November, a 17-year-old boy said she had been flirting with him. The school suspended her that afternoon. They did not call it an accusation. They called it a concern raised by a student and a mandatory precaution. She came home at 2 in the afternoon, holding a cardboard box with her whole classroom inside it, and she did not cry until she reached the kitchen. I want to be honest with you about something before I go on. For about 9 days of this, I did not know whether it was true. I had been married to her for 6 years. I would have told you I was certain. But certainty is an easy thing to have until somebody tests it. Laura was good at her job in a way that made other teachers uncomfortable. Students asked for her class. Some came back years later to say thank you. She stayed late most Thursdays. She kept a green notebook she wrote in every single day, and she never once told me what she wrote in it. I used to tease her about that notebook. She would say it was work. She would say some of it was not hers to share, and I let it go. The boy was called Kyle. He was in her 4th period class. He was failing, and she had been keeping him back after school twice a week since September. That detail is what everybody held on to. A teacher, a struggling boy, an empty classroom, twice a week. You can build almost anything out of 4 facts. The accusation itself was thin. He said she stood too close. He said she touched his shoulder. He said she told him he was different from the others. Nothing that would ever reach a courtroom. Everything that would end a career. The school opened a file and told her not to contact anyone from work. Within a week, the town had decided. Her friend Denise stopped answering. Parents I had known for years found other aisles at the supermarket to be in. Somebody wrote a word on our garage door. I painted over it before Laura woke up, and I have still never told her that it was there. She stopped sleeping. She would sit at the kitchen table at 3 in the morning with that green notebook and write and say nothing to me. On the 9th night, I asked her directly. I said, "Laura, I need you to tell me the truth." And she looked at me like I had taken something out of her chest. She said, "I have told you the truth." Then she went to bed, and I sat downstairs and understood I had just done the same thing the town did. The hearing was set for the 12th. A panel, the principal, a district officer. Kyle would speak first, and Laura would be allowed to answer afterwards. 2 nights before it, I went to the garage and opened the box they had made her pack. I do not know what I was looking for. Probably proof. The green notebook was at the bottom, under a mug and a stapler. I sat down on the concrete floor with a torch in my mouth, and I opened it. It was not a diary, it was a log. Dates, times, names. 9 years of a teacher writing down everything she was not allowed to talk about. A girl who came to school hungry on Mondays, a boy who flinched at raised voices. Every entry short, every entry dated, every entry sober and initialed. And then September. Kyle, bruise on the forearm. Says he fell. 2nd time this month. Kept him back after school so he did not go straight home. That was what the twice a week was. She had been keeping him in a lit room with an adult in it for as long as she could justify keeping him. Kyle came in with a mark on his jaw. Told me his father has a temper when he drinks. Asked me not to tell. I told him that I had to. November the 3rd, filled a formal welfare report with the county naming the father. Notified the school office. Kyle knows that I did it. The boy accused her on the 14th. 11 days after she reported his father. Every date there in her handwriting in a notebook nobody asked to see. I brought it to the hearing. I did not tell Laura. I handed it to the district officer and asked her to read the entries dated before the accusation. The room went quiet in a way I have never heard a room go quiet. The principal looked at the table. Kyle looked at his father at the back of the room. He was 17. Somebody had told him that if he said it, the reports would stop, and his father would be left alone, and things at home would settle. Laura was cleared in March. The school sent a letter. 2 paragraphs. It used the word regrettable once, and it did not use her name at all. She never went back to teaching. She still keeps the notebook. When people ask if she hates that boy, she says he was 17 and someone told him it would make it stop.